Sasha, tough luck. Extremely hard right now, but the second set was obviously key, and you had that lead court. Just talk us through what went through your mind at that stage.
Yeah, I mean, unlucky moment for me, but in general, Jannik is better than me at the moment. It's as simple as that. I think I serve better than Jannik, and everything else he does better. So at the end of the day, he deserves to win. He's the best player on hard courts right now, and it's as simple as that.
Sasha, on court you said, I don't know whether I'll be able to lift the trophy in your speech. This seems to be a bit of a shift from some of your previous statements. Do you feel there's been any change in your perspective in that regard?
I think it's very difficult to give an on-court speech after you lose a Grand Slam final. I'm doing everything I can. I'm working as hard as I ever did. I think I'm doing all the right things off court. I think I'm practicing the right things. But I lost in straight sets today, so those are facts. I mean, that is a fact. I lost to Jannik in straight sets today, so, I don't want to end my career as the best player of all time to never win a Grand Slam, that's for sure. And I'll keep doing everything I can to lift one of those trophies.
Great tournament, Sasha. How do you compare this to other times you've played Jannik in terms of where his level is and how you measure yourself against that?
Yeah, I mean, today he completely outplayed me. From the back of the court, completely outplayed me. As I said, I think I'm serving better than him, but that's it. He does everything else better than me. He moves better than me. He hits his forehand better than me. He hits his backhand better than me. He returns better than me. He volleys better than me. So at the end of the day, I mean, tennis has probably 5 or 6 massive shots, like massive factors, and he does 4 or 5 of them better than me. So, and that's the reason why he won, and he deserved to win today.
Before your speech, someone shouted out, "Australia believes Ollie and Brenda." I'm just curious what your reaction is to that, and what your reaction is to people who believe the domestic violence accusation.
I think there are no more accusations. There haven't been for what, 9 months now. Look, good for her. I think she was the only one in the stadium who believed anything in that moment. So if that's the case, good for her. I think I've done everything I can, and I'm not about to open that subject up again.
Eleanor.
Hi, you played obviously all the big four at their best, and you played Carlos and Jannik at their best. I just wonder, where do you think Jannik compares to, say, Novak or?
He's very similar to Novak when he was at his best. They barely miss. Barely miss, and they make you feel like you have to overhit all the time to have a chance in a rally against them. And it's very, very difficult to win a point from the back of the court against them, against Novak and him. Move, obviously, tremendous. They're constantly on the baseline. They don't give you any space. They don't give you any time. Yeah, I mean, just right now, too good for me. Again, I'll do everything I can to be able to compete with them and to lift that trophy. But today was nowhere near good enough.
Just on Sinner's game, how far do you think the gap is between his game at the moment and the rest of the players inside the top 10?
On hard courts? Yeah, by far the best. I mean, the facts speak for themselves. He's won all the Grand Slams on hard courts since last year. He's lost, I think, 3 matches on hard courts, right? 3, 4, something like that. I'm not sure, but somewhere around that. So, I mean, I think the facts speak for themselves. He's in a different universe right now to anyone else.
David.
I was just wondering, when you come out onto the court, obviously it's exciting, you've got it all ahead of you, how soon were you concerned about your own form in the match today?
I mean, I felt like I could win the second set. I felt like that was a massive point. I think whoever wins that set kind of can get a little bit of momentum. Being down 2 sets to love, especially then his confidence when it goes up, mine goes down. It's a long way back then against someone like Jannik. If it's 1 set all, then yeah, maybe I have a chance. But 2 sets to love. I mean, I didn't stop fighting. I didn't stop believing. But then in the third set, I thought he outplayed me more than in the other sets.
Charlie.
I just wondered, you're talking about how dominant Jannik is, how good he is. How strange is it then that he could kind of get a lengthy ban? How much does that create kind of uncertainty amongst the rest of the players?
Wow, I didn't expect that question. I don't know. I don't know anything about the situation that he's in. I know he's been cleared once. I know someone over the tennis integrity unit, right, is taking a look at it now. But yeah, I mean, he's a great guy. I have absolutely nothing against him, and I don't know what will happen, but let's see in the next few months. I didn't expect this question, so I don't really know how to answer it, to be very honest.
Last 2 questions, Sophie.
It looked like before the trophy ceremony he put his hands on your shoulders and said something encouraging. Are you happy to share what the conversation was?
Yeah, I mean, I was quite down. I was quite emotional also in that stage, and I think he saw that. He said that I will definitely lift one of those trophies in my career. I'm too good not to. That's his words. Yeah, it was a little bit of a tough moment for me because I really went into that final, and also the preparation today. I really thought I had a very good chance because I was feeling good. I was feeling the ball quite well. I was feeling like I can compete. Yeah, so it was just a difficult moment for me. I mean, now for the 3rd time, seeing somebody lift the trophy and me standing next to that is difficult because there's nothing more I want than to be able to, to hold one of those trophies in my hands.
You beat him in 2021 US Open, 2023 US Open on a hard court, Grand Slam. You're a better player than them today. What is he doing differently that he did run away so much from other players?
He serves better, he returns better, he hits his forehand better, he hits his backhand better, he moves better, he volleys better. I mean, there's nothing that he doesn't do better right now. Before, I remember those matches, before I always felt like once I was getting on top of the rally, I was winning most of those rallies. Now it's like he's like prime Novak. It's so difficult to go through him. So, yeah. I think he's just all around a much better tennis player than he was back then.